Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing some Fallout 4 gameplay while I also see about sharing what I got for Christmas, which besides getting the um, PS4 that you see me playing on right now, I also got quite a few collectible items. Some awesome collectible stuff for MLP, which I won't show here, but I'll show in another video sometime soon. Anyway, I just thought I'd show you guys what my loadout is like for my game. So let's go ahead and go into the mods menu, shall we? And while we're in here, I'll show you what mods I have installed. There are actually quite a few that I've gotten installed and am using very frequently and and I'm very fond of too. One of the first is going to be Simple Green, which is a graphical mod only, and basically all it does is adds a lot of green grass and trees and stuff. Plants, flowers, trees, grass, just lots of stuff. Now, the armor and weapon keywords command the resource works very well with another mod, that being the Any Mod, Any Weapon mod, that allows me to build a weaponsmith workbench, create a weapon that I want to mod from the unconventional weapons list, go to the weapons workbench and add crazy mods to all my weapons. Now, this basically removes the limitation of certain mods only being for certain weapons, so you can go absolutely nuts on what you do with it. Vault containers can be looted is basically exactly what it says on the tin. You can get loot from Vault-Tec vault containers that normally are just set pieces. PS4 clean and simple settlement mods. Basically, this cleans up and organizes a lot of the settlement areas so that it's not as littered with stuff. Starter stash, basically a starter mod with a lot of gear, meds, and crafting materials for building settlements. Beantown Interiors is basically a lot of interior areas of boarded up buildings that in the vanilla game wouldn't really be explorable. There's a lot in Beaver Creek, Bradburton, Charlestown, Cambridge Crater, 11 in oh wow, I need to go back to Concord. Jamaica Plain, Lexington, Medford, Nuka Station in Nuka World, South Boston in Milton Hospital, Boston Prep, and 4 in Quincy Ruins. Quite a new addition. Better graphics and weather is my ENB mod, basically my environmental graphical enhancement. The PS4 does have a lot of limitations on this, but it does work better than some of the other mods on the PS4 for this particular purpose. Underwear Ultimate Edition basically makes it easy to have any and every clothing piece be wearable underneath armor. So basically, now you can choose whatever clothing you want to wear underneath your armor and just pick it out. The Roach King armor is self-explanatory. It's a custom armor. So yeah, basically that's something that I thought was interesting. Lone Wanderer's Stash. Basically, it's another starter mod with a cache of stuff underneath the Red Rocket Station in the Mole Rat Cave. Starter kit inside of the Root Cellar in Sanctuary Hills. Another starter kit mod. Brahmin with weapons and armor. Another starter kit mod. Burning armor, freezing armor, rocket rifles, stuff like that. Power goggles, basically, it adds the recon sensors and targeting head as upgrade options to all goggles, helmets, and glasses. So, yeah. Ice power armor, basically, I think it's just, yeah, it's a paint job. Enemy scaling, revamped, basically makes it easy to scale and easier to get through the game, but also makes it more challenging, I guess. More map markers, basically just adds map markers around the wasteland for unmarked areas that before wouldn't have been discoverable. Well, technically discoverable. You discover them, but they don't register. Radiant Quest markers, basically just basically it just means that if you've got a quest active, then you just have to do, and then it repeats as much as possible. This makes it so you know that that's what that is. Sanctuary cache is just what it says. Another cache for beginning players. Shrouded Start, another beginning mod, but with the silver shroud armor and hat, which is a late game kind of item, but still. PS4 more settlements, adds more settlements, just like it says. Myrna has fusion cores, so now you can buy fusion cores from her. Any mod, any weapon, already talked about that. Legendary modifications, basically you can add any legendary effect to any item in Fallout, so awesome. Lightning Burst is a custom energy pistol, and basically uses fusion cells for ammo, semi-auto firing, long range, high accuracy, lightweight, small and compact, and has a great design. So yeah. Radio silence, basically if you want to not have the music on but hate going into the settings just to turn it off all the time, add this and you can just select the radio silence radio station and all you get is silence, as well as the sound effects of the environment around you. More cranks for the musket, basically it's more mods for the laser musket, which helps you to increase the it increases the different applications you can use it for. Classical radio restores basically the standard music for all the classical radio station. Basically this is basically it's kind of like bringing back cut content. Survival stash, basically the same thing as before. It's right outside Vault 111, and it does what it says on the tin. Black Tower Project, of course, is basically a tie-in with the Lord of the Rings movies and books, in that you can equip the different rings of power and gain different effects. Energy resistance, physical resistance, poison damage resistance, perks, carry weight enhancements, strength enhancements, special enhancements, stuff like that. Basically, anything you wanted, anything you wanted, you could have. No build limit. Basically, you don't have to worry about build limits and settlements anymore. That's always a frustrating thing when you're building a settlement and you just want it exactly right, and then you can't. Balanced weapons, basically it rebalances a lot of unbalanced or underpowered weapons that really don't get any more useful than later in the game you progress. In fact, they get less useful, and they weren't very useful to begin with, so this just changes that and makes it easier to have a wider range of weapons that you may want to use. Loot bones and skeletons, exactly what it says on the tin. Improved perks, yeah, that it basically redesigns a lot of the perks that you can earn in the game so that they're either more specialized or they have better effects. Simple local leader overhaul. Basically, it removes the requirement that you had the second level of the perk just to be able to build crafting stations. Now it just allows you to build stores, which makes more sense. New character creation. The basically this adds 49 special points and several perks that really fit the character of the husband and the wife. So, yeah. PS4 all DLC increased perks levels. Basically, it allows you to, or ranks, has more ranks for your perks so that you can grow even more at a higher level. Lover's Embrace, it adds 100% experience points for a limited time. Companion Combat Overhaul makes it easier to rely on your companions in combat rather than just having them run around like chickens with their heads cut off. Sanctuary Hills SP Rebuild basically adds restored buildings to the Sanctuary Hills. Serves cyberware, basically like the Fallout New Vegas, Project Nevada, where they had the cyber enhancements. This is basically Fallout 4's version of that, except without any external assets. Equilibrium, another weapon balance mod. And that's actually it. So yeah, that's my loadout of mods that I use for Fallout 4, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And